If you're over 40 and feel like your metabolism is crawling, your energy is MIA, and your hormones are just a mess, you're not imagining it. Your body changes in your 40s, and so do your nutrient needs. But the problem, most women are taking supplements that do nothing. So today I'm breaking down the 5 supplements that actually move the needle and the ones that are just a waste of money. So let's get into it. First up, magnesium. This is your stress and sleep fixer. Most women are low on magnesium. And if you struggle with stress, crappy sleep, muscle tightness, or feeling wired but tired, this could be why. Now, magnesium helps you chill out, helps you sleep better. It stops random muscle cramps and it balances your blood sugar. So, what kind of magnesium should you take? Well, magnesium glycinate is my favorite because it's best absorbed, it's great for relaxation and deep sleep. However, another really good option is magnesium citrate if you are constipated, because this will definitely get things moving. And you want to avoid magnesium oxide. It's cheap and mostly just gives you diarrhea. Next up, we have omega 3s. This is the supplement for your brain and hormone support. If your joints are achy, your brain feels foggy, or your skin looks dull, you probably need more omega 3s. Omega 3s fight inflammation, which is also known as bloating, joint pain, and random puffiness. Omega 3s support hormones, especially if you deal with things like PMS, perimenopausal or postmenopausal symptoms, and they keep your brain sharp, because forgetting why you walked into a room isn't just about aging, it's a nutrient issue. So what's the best option for omega 3s? Well, obviously food is the best option, like eating wild caught fish a couple times a week. But if that's not happening, take 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of a good fish oil supplement with both EPA and DHA. Next up, we have vitamin D with K2. Now, this is your bone, immune, and hormone support supplement. If you're always tired, getting sick a lot, or worried about bone loss, which we all should be as we're getting older, say hello to vitamin D. But here's the thing, if you're taking D without K2, it's not working as well as it could. Now, vitamin D helps support your immune system, your hormones, and your energy levels. And pairing D with K2 makes sure that the calcium goes into your bones and not your arteries, where it does not belong. Now, vitamin D, you're going to want to take at least 2,000 international units with K2 for proper absorption. And you may need more vitamin D. I would obviously recommend getting your levels checked. But if you live in the snowy part of the country, don't see much sunlight, or wear sunscreen all the time, you may require higher doses. Next up, we have collagen and protein. Now, this is the combination that's your secret for looking and feeling strong. If you've ever felt like your skin isn't as firm as it used to be, your hair is shedding more, or your joints feel stiff, that's collagen loss, and it starts dropping in our 30s. By the time we hit our 40s, we're really feeling it. So what exactly does collagen do? Well, it keeps your skin plump, smooth, and more resistant to wrinkles, which I think we all want that. It strengthens your hair and nails, because at this age, breakage is just not a vibe. And it helps support joints and muscles, especially if you're active. It also helps with your metabolism by keeping your muscles strong, because we all know strong muscles equals a better metabolism. So what do I take? Well, I personally take a liquid collagen because it's clinically proven to boost natural collagen production, and it absorbs better than powders. Plus, it contains hyaluronic acid and antioxidants to support skin and joints even more. And of course, a high quality protein like a whey, pea protein, or bone broth is always a great option. If you are looking for a high quality collagen that actually works, I'm going to drop a link to this one in the description below so you can check it out. Okay, let's open it up and give it a swig. Tastes delicious. Okay, next. If you enjoyed learning about supplements and you're having maybe a few aha moments in this video, go ahead and tap that like button. It lets me know that you are loving this kind of content. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Next up, we have probiotics. Now, they are for your gut hormone connection. If you're feeling bloated all the time, you crave sugar like crazy, or you struggle with stubborn belly fat, your gut might be the reason. And after 40, your gut bacteria naturally start to decline, which can throw everything off, including your metabolism, your digestion, and even your hormones. So probiotics support hormone balance because your gut helps process estrogen. So if your gut health is out of whack, you can end up with something called estrogen dominance, which will give you mood swings, weight gain, and even heavy periods. Probiotics help with better digestion and less bloating because after 40, our stomach acid decreases, making it harder to digest food. A good probiotic keeps things moving smoothly and helps you absorb nutrients better. Probiotics can also help boost your metabolism and support weight management because a healthy gut means better insulin sensitivity and fat burning. Women with more bifidobacterium in the gut have an easier time maintaining a healthy weight. And using probiotics will give you stronger immunity and better brain health because 70% of your immune system is in your gut, and it also plays a role in mood and mental clarity. You're going to want to look for a probiotic with lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. These strains are backed by research to improve your gut health, hormones, and metabolism. And you're going to want to also aim for at least 10 to 20 billion colony-forming units for real results. So if you're over 40 and not taking a probiotic, this is one of the easiest ways to help support your digestion, your hormones, and your metabolism. All right, now let's talk about the supplements that are a waste of money or just overhyped. Listen, I love supplements when they actually make a difference, but there are some that are just overhyped, overpriced, or just straight up unnecessary. And here's the ones that I would not waste my money on. Number one, most multivitamins. They aren't necessarily bad, but here is the issue. Many are poorly absorbed and they use low quality synthetic nutrients that your body just doesn't process very well. Some pack everything into one pill, but you'd actually need multiple capsules a day to get effective doses of key vitamins. If you are serious about supplementation, it's usually better to target your individual deficiencies like magnesium, omega-3s, or a B complex rather than relying on a multi to cover it all. So what do you do instead? Well, listen, if you love multivitamins, here's what you do. You're going to look for a high quality, well-absorbed formula with methylated B vitamins and without unnecessary filters. And I know you're questioning, like, where do I get all these great supplements? I'm going to put a link to my recommended supplements in the description below. And if you decide not to take a multi, just get tested for deficiencies and supplement only what you actually need. Now, before we get into more supplement scams, if you're over 40 and you're struggling with things like weight gain, hormone issues, or just feeling off, the problem might not be your supplements. It's your strategy. Your body just doesn't respond the same way it did in your 20s and 30s, and that's where my private membership community comes in. Inside, I help women over 40 do things like balance their hormones for better metabolism and energy. I help them lose stubborn weight without restrictive dieting, and we figure out what actually works for your body. So drop community in the comments below, and I'll send you the link to join. All right. The next thing that I'm not a fan of are fat burners and detox teas. They are just caffeine-packed gimmicks. Listen, if fat burners actually work, none of us would ever struggle with weight loss. Most of them are just overpriced caffeine pills that give you the illusion of fat burning by making you jittery and sweaty. Fat loss is about hormones, metabolism, and muscle, not about a magic pill. And then we have detox teas. You don't need them. Your liver and kidneys are already detoxing for you. Most of these teas just make you pee more or act as a laxative. So what should you do instead? Well, if you want better fat loss results, focus on balancing your blood sugar, managing stress, and strength training. If you're looking for more energy or metabolism support, try things like electrolytes, adaptogens, or a quality protein instead of fat burners. Next up, we have BCAA powders or branched chain amino acid powders, which are really only useful if you are low on protein. Now, BCAAs are marketed like they're a must-have for muscle recovery, but most women don't actually need them. If you're eating enough protein, you're already getting all the branched chain amino acids you need from your food. Studies actually show that BCAAs only make a difference if you're not eating enough total protein. If you're lifting heavy, training fasted, or struggling to hit your protein goals, a BCAA supplement might help. But for most women, a high quality protein powder is a much better option. So, what should you do instead? Well, prioritize real food and complete protein sources like chicken, fish, eggs, and grass fed beef. And if you still struggle to hit your protein intake, I would rather you go for a quality protein powder like a whey protein, pea protein, or even bone broth instead of the BCAAs. Next up, we have biotin for hair growth. Overhyped and not the real solution. Biotin is everywhere in hair, skin, and nail supplements, but here's the truth. Most hair loss isn't caused by a biotin deficiency. If your hair is thinning, hormonal imbalances, stress, and nutrient deficiencies like iron and zinc, or even thyroid issues, are much bigger players. Most biotin supplements have way more than you actually need. We're talking thousands of times the recommended dose. And there's no strong evidence that extra biotin boosts hair growth. Too much biotin actually can mess with lab tests like your thyroid or hormone panels by giving false readings. So, what do you want to do instead? If you are dealing with hair loss, you want to focus on things like zinc and iron. Both are critical for hair growth. We already talked about collagen and protein. Both of those are useful for strong, healthy hair. And then, of course, hormone balance and stress management, because cortisol wreaks havoc on your hair. If you still want to take biotin, take small doses like 2,500 micrograms or less. That's plenty. There's no need for that 10,000 plus micrograms you see in so many supplements. So what's the bottom line? Not all supplements are created equal. Some can be game changers like your omegas, your magnesium, and your probiotics, while others are just marketing hype. Instead of blindly taking everything, focus on quality over quantity and what your body actually needs. And let me know in the comments, have you ever wasted money on a supplement that did nothing? I would love to know. And with that, we'll see you right back here next week. Ciao.